Are we live?
We are live. What is going on, good people? We are back. It has been a minute. I feel like at least one, maybe two, maybe three and a half or something. But what is going on, good people? Welcome into the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. The only podcast is always, and I mean always, an instant classic. I don't know why I'm talking so fast, but we got a discussion. What do we used to call it? Discussion. What we used to call discusses. Yeah, that's right, discusses. We got a discussion. Whatever. A discussion coming up right here, right now, right in front of your face. Unless your face is somewhere not in front of the computer screen or the phone, then it's not in front of your face, but it's close to your face. Anyway, we're close to your face, okay? We're close to anyway. We talking about wrestling, of course. What
Hey,
is
DJ, what are we supposed to start the video off with?
Oh crap! Be sure, thank you, appreciate that. Be sure before we get into the before we get into the discussion, be sure to hit that subscribe button because you're gonna love it from the very beginning. So make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. Appreciate everybody that's live watching. Everybody watches afterwards. Everybody watches before we go live. However you be watching, we appreciate it. Anyway, we're talking about. I just put in the title: "Do wrestling fans turn on wrestlers too soon?" Because I feel like that was the consensus of what we came to. I don't know. What you feel like I should have titled this video?
I have no idea.
Exactly. That's the hard part about discussions is like you never know what to title them. But it's actually I always when we come up with a discussion, I always like to try to give a little bit of a backstory to how and the way we got to it because you never know how you get to a discussion and how it comes up or whatever. But it kind of helps give you background on what the heck we're talking about. So I saw this article from Ringside News. Shout out to them about Shinsuke Nakamura potentially returning to New Japan after his WWE contract expires. And I thought it was weird because, as far as I know, now I know I've been not watching WWE programming and the main roster program more so for a while now. I haven't really been able to get myself back into the groove of watching it again, but I ain't know this many people hated Shinsuke Nakamura. Maybe it was just this group. Like, maybe it was just this group on Facebook. But, like, I didn't know this many people, like, just wanted to see him go. And it wasn't like it was one of those things like, we always talk about, Casey and I always talk about how a lot of times, I have to turn my TV down too, it's bothering me. But anyway, a lot of times, Casey and I talk about how basically when people go back to New Japan or Ring of Honor or Impact or whatever, like we feel like they're getting a better chance. It wasn't even like that. It wasn't like he was going to get a better opportunity. It was like, we don't like him. I'll read some of the comments. I can't stand him on the mic. Only so many ways to kick a guy. Good. Don't like the guy. There was a hallelujah gif. There was a thumbs up from Simon Cowell. And there was a will not be missed at all. There was no debate in this at all. It was just like, well, bye. And it is weird because it feels like people were like all over him when he first came in. I don't think his mic skill has changed since he's been in WWE. He hasn't done anything different. Like that's the weird part for me. Like people are like, oh, his mic skill sucks. I'm like, he hasn't spoke that much, but at the same time, what does it matter? You know he's Japanese. You know his first language is not English. I don't know why this is such a big deal. But Casey, any initial thoughts on just I guess the backlash that Shinsuke is receiving for potentially wanting to go back to New Japan?
It doesn't make any sense, but at the same time, wrestling fans do it all the time. It's like it's weird because wrestling fans at one point, they're such a tight knit group. Like you go to wrestling shows and you just feel included. It's just one of those things. But at the same time, for whatever reason, they can turn on you like a dime, and it doesn't make any sense. His mic skills, again, like you said, he doesn't know much English. Like he's Japanese. His first language is Japanese, not English. He doesn't know much English. It's and what I don't understand is, and we'll get to more of the him possibly going to New Japan, but more on the mic skills thing. How come no one ever said this about Hideo Itami? Like No one ever said anything about his mic skills. I mean, granted, he was a little bit better, but not much, you know. Uh, but I mean, if he wants to go back, because I think in general they haven't been using him very well until they did the heel turn now. Like, I think that's the biggest thing he's had in a while. But what are you watching? Anyway, nobody's over here. Nobody's anyway. He hasn't really been used well, so if he wants to go back to New Japan, and be used better, fine. Let him go. It's my example is, everybody knows I love Sami Zayn. And I've always said that in WWE they haven't used him well. If he wanted to go when his contract is up, if he wanted to go to Ring of Honor, back to Ring of Honor, if he wanted to go to Impact, if he wanted to go to Japan, I would support him. It's I don't get the backlash. I really don't understand it.
Yeah, we talked about it in the CM Punk video. We talked about CM Punk's loss. We were, and it goes to this a little bit too, about how people just kind of turned on him. Now that they see him fail or whatever, they're like, "Oh, we knew it all along." It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I don't understand wrestling fans for doing that. They love them when they first come in, or they love them when they feel like there's potential, and then when it doesn't meet their needs, or it's weird because, like, in NXT no one said anything. No one said anything about, in NXT nobody said anything. Obviously a little bit of a different core audience, but still. But then he goes up to the main roster, and it seems like everything's going fine. And now, like, it seems like you said, during the best run of his main roster career, it seems like that's when everybody is like, "Oh, he can't talk on the mic," and I'm like, "What? What?" So and it, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's a weird situation. I feel like I would love to see him go back to New Japan. Obviously, I know he loves it there. This probably was like a dream for his or something, to come to WWE. But at the same time, it is a rumor, so you never know if it's accurate or if it's just blowing smoke. But usually, rumors in the wrestling world are like 95.679% true. Like, they're usually pretty accurate, which is crazy because you think about a rumor, you're like, but in the wrestling world, it's like rumor equals true all the time. It's crazy. But we also had some releases. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I didn't think we had anything else to say on this topic, so I wanted to hit the releases for a second too. At least one. I don't know if the other one was real.
What?
I don't know if the other one was real. I don't know. I didn't look into it.
Well, before we get into that, I was also thinking about it earlier. It's like, if he is thinking about going back to New Japan, which he probably is, because, like you said, rumors in wrestling are 99.8756235% true. I mean, I'm sure if we talked to Scott Steiner, he'd give us a different percentage. But it's like, if you work for a company and you're, either getting cut hours or you're not being used to your potential, 99% of the time, what are you going to do? You're going to go find another job. You're going to go work in another company. This is no different, and people, are hating on him for it. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same business where people get mad at you for signing the best talent. So, logic ain't always there. like it ain't always there with this particular.
Just imagine back in the day, if somebody signed somebody like Tom Brady now, and they were like, "You're an idiot. Why would you do that? Why would you sign?" Bruh. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what wrestling fans do. Like,
so we got the release of Big Cass, which was weird. That one didn't make that That was the one like surprise that didn't make any sense to me. Apparently he had like an altercation or something with Carmella, and that's what stemmed it. I don't know if I felt like they were doing anything with him or not. Like I said, I've been away from the main roster, so it's not like I've been like on my game as far as watching the main roster is concerned. But it was weird and abrupt. It feels like WWE will release you with no warning. And maybe they warned him like backstage and we just didn't hear about it. But like it always feels like people just get released like that. Like you step on somebody's foot by accident. They're like, you know what? Nope, you're gone. You're gone. So like it's just weird. Like it just feels like there's always no warning. It's just like abrupt. Especially with guys like it. Like it almost seems like they're trying to push. You know, like does anybody get the benefit of the doubt? Like if especially if you're like on the fence of a push, like you're kind of getting pushed, kind of not getting pushed, just coming back from injury. Like Big Cass was. But Casey, you got any thoughts on the Big Cass release? I know we're a couple days late on that, but still.
Not really surprised. They weren't using him, and I think he was still injured anyway. So in WWE's side, you know, I understand why are you gonna, you know, keep paying somebody that you don't have anything for him to do, and he's, you know, keeps getting injured. At the same time, I could see him in Impact like in a couple months, or I forgot how long or is it? I can't remember if you get released if you still have the no compete clause, or if that's I think you do. Pretty sure. But after his no compete clause, I could see him, you know, going to Impact and being like Big Jazz or Big Mass or something, you know.
Colin Big. Colin Big.
Big C.
Big C. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll see you guys on the next video, Casey, which is
we got another discussion with or not discussion, promotional video thing, interview with the one and only Cinderella Man Chris Harsh and his opponent for this week. And his opponent she don't understand all the harassment we gotta teach her. And his opponent, Squid Sterling. So that should be fun. The last time he was on, it was interesting. It was interesting. So we got that tomorrow. What else we got, DJ? We got Impact coming back.
Yeah, we gonna bring Impact back probably this upcoming week. We just got. I think we just gotta. We're gonna sit down and have a meeting. We're gonna have a meeting, board meeting, ICWP board meeting. We're gonna figure out what the heck we're gonna do with Impact and NXT, because we have taken a little bit of a hiatus from both of them. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for us. Leave a comment if you have any comments on wrestling fans turning on wrestlers too soon, or John coming back, or one more thing. The video is coming back as well. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Peace. See you.